Hello everyone, it's Cindy from Cinders Papercraft, and I'm here to do this drawer. So I hope you're all well. Now you can see that these were pre-folded, and in my little coffee filters. But then I want to show you that you're all going in, so there's no underhand anything. Right, so we've got Julie Ellis, you're going in. Juanita Wofford. If I pronounce any of these wrong, I'm really sorry. My ignorance isn't intentional. Liz Evansky. Mary Robertson. Oop. Woody Mama. I'm going to just do that, otherwise they're going to keep popping open. We've got Mar Foster going in. And Alan Langler. Like I say, if I pronounce any of these wrong, I'm really sorry. Gemma Spencer. Anne Lawson. My lovely Anne. Brenda Walsh. Hobby Angel, who didn't want to be entered, but she's going to be, because I have something for her. Something that she will not have had. Catherine Tackett. No, I think everyone should be included in this. Julia Rideout. Janet Carey. Mary Jane Blahnik. Sorry. I'm terrible with pronunciation on some names. Diane Hutchinson. Crafty Kimmy. We have Ann Taylor. We have Andrea H. Susie Q. Susie Lewis. Linda Mayer. Yeah, Mayer. Oh, it's too early in the morning for me. I hope you are all keeping well in this hot weather if you're in this country. Cool blast, and don't I just want one of them. I have an air conditioner in my craft room, but I can't do it in film. So I'm rather warm. Bridge McPhee. And again, sorry if I'm not going to say it every time, but please know my ignorance is not intentional. Pamela Sharp. That does say Sharp, but unfortunately it had a bit of a tremor and made it look like, well, I know who you are. That's fine. I know your name. Dawn Brady. Kathy Palada. Anne L. No, I don't have a very loose form of calligraphy today because I just can't manage the formal one. E. Michaels. And of course then my calligraphy pen went all over me just as I'm about to film. Lisa TNT. We've got Anne Marie Drake. If you see me doing that and then that, I'm not marking anything, I promise you. Lucy Schmidt. Mary Castledine. Kathy Manocci. I know that wasn't pronounced right. Susan Hanneman. My lovely Susan. Kathleen Loschiavo. Terrible, aren't I? Prince Mondcadzi. They're lovely. They're forgive me. Right, so I was going to tell you. No, not yet. Missy Ring or Ringe. Oh, I don't know. Sorry, guys. Gina McVie. Gabriella's Crafts. And we've got Jacqueline Abraham. Now, is anyone left out? Anyone? No. Right. So, I went to an Altenew Stampin' Up, not Stampin' Up, an Altenew card day. And I went there the other weekend and it was amazing. We spent a whole day with the owners and all the artists and that. Like Lydia, Lilith, Tanzim, and oh, I can't remember his name, but he was so amazing. They're very humble people and they shared their time generously, and they made sure we understood everything, and we got given so much, but they were such generous people. Right, so let's do this first. Right, so that is my email address, not the one you've had before. And what I'm going to do is the first 10 people I pull out can get a choice of what they want. I will show you what it is in a minute. And then you'll probably need to put 3 or 4 items down, because just say number 1 picks something that you want, and then number 2 and by the time we get to number 4 or 5, all of your choices could be gone. So make sure you put quite a few choices. Right. Oh, goodness me. All right, so that is Cindy at cinderspapercraft.co.uk, just in case it doesn't show out. Oh, this die is going into the mix. So this die was bought by my nose. I was in bed and I went onto Amazon to order a stamp, and I thought I'd have a nose around. Now, I started to feel a bit drowsy and I must have gone to sleep, because the next thing I know, the iPad is smacking me in the face, and my nose had obviously hit the buy it with 1 click button, and this is what my nose bought. Oh, there's one out. Good grief. Yeah, but can I also say, if you have anyone that can't get out of bed or has issues, an iPad smacking you in the face ranks right up there with a good wake-up call. Right, here we go. Shall I show you what I've got first? No. Tease you a bit more. Right, so who do we have? Anne Taylor. It's very warm here. Ma Foster. Put that down. It's so humid, honestly. Mary Jane Blarnick. Let's go down the bottom. Make sure it's Anna Maria Drake or Anna Maria Drake. Susan Lewis. Lisa TNT. Right, I'm not actually looking at what I'm pulling out now. Not that you can see my eyes are closed. Missy Ring. And L. Brenda Walsh. I'm going to be coming on in a second to, and we got Woody Mama. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, so you have to email me with, I would give as many choices as you can so I can make sure that you get some, but the number 1 needs to select whatever she wants. Right, so now I'm going to show you what you can get. Oh, and while I'm at it, I often get asked where I get my American like stamps and supplies and that. I buy from bumbleberry.co.uk. Katrina, the owner, is amazing. She sends them out really quickly, and she also is probably the only one I know that stocks Gina K. I mean, there are other firms, but trust me, this one, this firm I use a lot. They send out so quickly. But I tried Gina K. I'm not going to change that one around. Card stock, because it's in like 8, is it 8 by 11, 8.5 by 11, goodness me. And her card is wonderful. Now I will always continue to be a Stampin' Up card user. I love their card, but Gina K's, it's a little bit firmer, and all the base plates and the dies that take up the whole page, they fit in it, rather than you having to leave a gap, because you can't actually get to 4 1/4 by 11 out of one sheet of our card. But hey ho, these people, they're lovely. Keep lots of supplies. Right, so here we go. Actually, I'm not going to put that up there because... Right, so what I've decided to do is I keep a lot of my magazine... I keep them all really, but I'm going to start doing... some prizes to get some going, especially for people that don't have many supplies. Right, so here's the first one. So that is, it's all about cars and travel and whatnot. A brilliant one for men. So that's one of the items. Just call it Life's an Adventure. Oh yeah, Life's an Adventure. There you go. Oh dear. And then we've got that one, which has an embossing folder and a stamp set. We're going to call that Adventure. What's the other one? Life's an Adventure. Well, what is... we call it Seascape Collection, or just put the one with the hot air balloon. That might have been simpler, eh? And then we've got this Christmas one, which has dies for these stamps, and an embossing folder. And we call that the Christmas one. I don't think there's any other Christmas ones in there. Oh yeah, there is. I have another one of them. So there's 2 Christmas sets. And we have a C one, and that also has die in. And to be honest, at the moment, the C stamp sets are through the roof. I belong to the Hero Arts Club. I was lucky enough to get mine because it sold out so quickly. And then we've got, and that's a die as well, so that would be great on a card. Oh, and it's a stencil as well. And then that. I mean, look how cute is that. And we're going to call that Make a Splash. And just describe what's on there. Right, so bright and breezy. There's lots of, I think there's actually 2 stamp sets in there. So you've got your baby and then some ladies wear. And then we've got Hello Gorgeous. And you can see, I mean, if I show you, just in case people in America are wondering what size that is. Where's my Gina K stuff gone? Oh, let's just measure it. Let's use my brain. Right, so it is 11.5 by 8. So they're good sizes. There's another one for men. So that's all about sports, a good sport. Can you see all those different ones? Kind of cute, kind of good. So there's some male supplies there. And then we have Fairy Wishes, which has an embossing folder and some stamps. So that's pretty cool. And we have unfortunately a bit too late. Man of the moment. So these are dies and they're the stamps. But for next year, probably a good thing. But mind you, it does say birthday and man of the moment, which could be anything. In spectacular day, you could easily do spectacles and put it on anything. Right, now this one comes as an embossing folder, and then we've got the stamps, but it also comes with the die set as well, so it cuts out all of those. So that is one, and that is Bubble and Fizz. Right, so that is cut two, join it together, make a lovely little box. I don't know what to call. I'm going to number these. That's what I should do. Why didn't you tell me that? Right, so all the others we're going to do by their names because they're named. Right, so that's number one. This is number two. And that also is do two of that, and that actually makes quite a cute little box. That stamp set, I'll leave that to one side for now. I want to get the other bits done. Right, so this one I won't be sending them out in these. I'll send them out in with these folders. They're the Ariel ones, so I will be sending them out. Oh, and just in case you do use that system, these ones, which are for the smaller ones, if you buy the CD or DVD cases, not the cases, but wallets, and go for one of the stronger ones, you get like 150 for, oh, I don't know, a couple of pounds. It's a lot better than 50 for whatever it was. Right, so, oh yeah, no, I'm still on that. But this one also includes, so there's some stacking dies. I hope you can see this because it's glaring. Some stacking dies, there's some stacking flowers, stars, and there's a detailed flower. Oh, and a butterfly. There's a butterfly there as well. But the largest one is there. So it's quite a size. So that is going to be number 3. Now these ones here, they'll go, is that the ones? Yeah, they'll go as one set, which is 4 and 4, and just so you can see the details. Art Deco at the moment is really quite fashionable, so, but that will go as one set, as will these go as one set. They're Christmas. I know the whole Christmas in July thing I don't do, sorry, but I can wait. Right, so that will be choice 5 for the 5 for the 2 of them. And we've got one of the what do they call it? Textured impressions. There. What does it say? Oh, you know. So that one is going to be 6. Excuse me. Right. So we have that one, and as you can see, that's a fairly good size. That is a Christmas die, so that will be 7. But I think that's kind of good with all those. And then Happy Birthday, which will fit one of, actually it looks like it will fit our cards. Yeah. So that will be 8. So you literally put that on, cut it out, and it's actually really sweet. Unfortunately, there is so much that I have to get rid of. Right, so this one, 6, that's 7, 8, that'll be 9. Probably not going to show up. But what you do is you put that on, those flaps will come over and you've got a ready-made card. So there's that one. That lot comes as one set, which is birdies, which will come as 10. They really are quite, they look kind of naff there, but they come out beautifully. If I'd have used my noddle, I would have done some die cuts. Now this is a Stampin' Up one, which makes the it's a fold one where you can move it and that swings round. Probably not explaining that way well as well. And it's got Mr. and Mrs. I think in there. No, not Mr. and Mrs. That's got hi, I love you, and it's kind of sweet. And that one's got those on so you can bend them and make them more not textures, I can't remember the name. You can stand it up, depth. It will give you more depth. Goodness me. I think I left my last brain cell really has gone. Right, so these are really lovely and you can interchange these two. Again, they're Christmas. This circle here comes out, so you also have a big circle should you wish to just use a circle. But that will go for, they are Christmas ones. Not so much that one. You'll probably be able to get away with that one. So that one is 12. And we've got 2 there, and again they've got the outside ones, so I think they're, and that one there has got a smaller heart as well, and I can't read that back to front, but it's going to be nice whatever it is. So that's 13. Right, there we go. So that is a butterfly. That comes out sweet as well. It's a butterfly with some flowers and whatnot around, which is going to be 14. And then we've got 3 of to make your own, what do you call it, doilies, but square ones. They're really very pretty. Right, so that is 15. And then we've got this, which literally cuts out that out of card, but doesn't come out as a piece on its own. It does give lovely texture. It is lovely texture, and these are becoming so popular now. So that is 16. This one's the sewing one. Now, I'm passionate about sewing. I really am. I love doing cross stitch and then putting them on cards. So you get a small one and a slightly larger, well, slightly larger, quite a bit larger. So that's 17. This is gorgeous as well. It really is pretty. And that does cut out a lovely, lovely pattern. So we've got 18. And then we've got these, which are flowers with the dots on. So that's a layering set, and I think they're really, really pretty. And this one is, let me show you. So you get 2 hearts, and then you'll obviously take that and have that coming out. It's very sweet. I'm not explaining it well, but it is very sweet. It comes out nicely. And we've got 20. Now this one, I don't know if a card would fit in there, but when you cut it, you then fold that open and then the flower stays upright. It's got little flowers on, and you could do some stitching around. I don't think a gift card would fit in there. Let me give you the size so you can see. 3 inches by 2. But that's really very sweet. I should have cut them out. And that's what it looks like. But as you can see, all these, when you use them, let's show you, just so you can see, all these you can put out to give more depth. And those have got flowers on that you can fluff up. And I think that's gorgeous. So there's that die. So that will be 22. And then we've got this one, which is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I know a lot of you people think, well, if it's that gorgeous, why are you giving it away? Sometimes they're duplicates that I get. And then I get sent some, so I shouldn't keep them for myself. That one will just go into paper and won't cut it out. So you've got a die cut in going through the paper rather than cutting it out. If you want to cut it out, you would use that outside one. And the small round one will also do the same. It will die cut out the pattern, but it will not, you know, come separate. So that one is lovely, but like I say, I get sent some as well, so some of these are duplications. And I want to say thank you to all you lovely people out there for supporting me. Right, this one again is a layering one, if I can get there properly. Right, so these ones, when you lay, this will cut them out, but that layer there will pop out. It's designed so that you can bring that bit up for some dimension. You've got the outline, which is lovely. I know I'm saying lovely, but it looks gorgeous. There's the middle, and there's the little tiny bit of the middle. But that one's nice as well. So is that 20? Yeah, 24. Right, those ones are pretty self-explanatory. The biggest one is about 4 1/4, and they are very pretty. 25. These ones at the moment, round slide, die slide. These are really popular at the moment. Everyone's using them, and this has also got the stitches on, which is a bonus. 26. These are, I've used these. Let me show you. I can actually show you that one, which is nice. Oh, sorry. Right, so in my craft room, I have, this is the size, but as you can see, it's not the big one. I put my name up, and yeah, so that is how pretty they are. And as I say, that isn't the big one either. I mean, that big one is 4 3/4. But I mean, doesn't that look pretty? These beautiful details. I mean, it's very pretty. Very pretty. So what number is that? 27. And then we've got the smaller ones, which again are very hot at the moment. I mean, look at the little dinky one. Who couldn't love that? That is 28. Now, you're probably going to look at that and think, what is it? So you'll die cut that out, and you will fold them over. So what happens is they fold over, and then this bit becomes the flap, so you're left with a heart box. Doesn't make a huge one, but for party favours or for little gifts, it's absolutely fantastic. And again, I should have done one so you could see it, but you will have seen a lot of these around. But it makes such a gorgeous heart box. It really does. 28, so that's 29. This one makes a handbag. So when you join them together, the handbag is this bit here. So that's the handbag, and they actually fit quite a bit in. Not huge amounts, it's not going to hold huge amounts, but oh, number that, 30. And we've got that. This one will do 5.5 by 4, so that will suit the UK or America, Canada and whatnot. So that's 31. This does cut out really nice. Now this is, again, it's the Art Deco. The good thing again with this is if you don't ever use them, it also comes with 3 dies, so you can cut out, just say if you want that one, you can then put your panel on and cut that one out. So it is a really gorgeous set. That is absolutely gorgeous. So let's put that in there. And the big one is, I measured that, didn't I? Did I? No. That is going to be 6 1/4 by 4.5. Is that 6? That can't be 6 1/4, surely. Do you know it is? Wowza. 32. This one, now that I think is a 4, isn't it? It's 4 1/4 by 4 3/4. And again, you get the cut out bit. But these ones do have dimension. You can pull out little bits. But I think that is absolutely lovely. And I'm sure one of you will really love that. So that's 33. And then we have another base, which is going to be 5 by 3 and just over a half. Yeah, it's 3 5/8, but when you look at the cutting, it's smaller, but you know what I mean. So we've got 33, that's 34. God. I'm having a slide here. Again, what size is that? That is 5.5 by nearly 4.5. And that's so pretty, isn't it? I mean, you just put these on the front of a card and then you put a sentiment on and you're good to go. This one is nearly 5 by 5, I would have thought. Both, yeah, it's a square. That's got flowers on that. You can also pop some of these out to give it some more depth. They're really very sweet. Really sweet. I didn't... 32. Is that the last one? No, we've got a 33, 34. So that one must be 35. That must be 36. I've probably done that wrong. And then we've got this one, which is just under 5.5 by 4. And that's got lovely detail as well. It's got the stitching on, and always keep the bits that come out because they will make gorgeous leaves for popping on your card behind flowers. Ooh, that's 37. And now we're going on to stamps and embossing folders. So I've used this and I didn't like it. I'm not an artsy kind of person. I like things to be within the line, unfortunately, so I'm pretty sort of, but I will just pop one of those in a bag. Oh, and of course my nose purchase, I'm not keeping it because I never forgave it for smacking me in the face. So that is 38. So we've got, I have actually got, to be honest, I seem to have found a little stash. Right, so that can go as one, which will be 38 and 38. Oh no, I think I've done 38 there. Silly. 39, and that one will be 39. Did I tell you that those butterflies actually do pop out as well? Horrible thing. That's a Gina K stamp, and I mean, look, life is tough, my darling, but so are you. She believed she could, so she did. You make me laugh a little harder, smile a little brighter, and my life a little better. And I got sent one of these, and I've used that one quite a lot. But I just love the I love the sentiments and the style. So that will be number 40. That will be one that I just put in with someone's randomly. Right, so there will be other bits going into it. So as of today, at whatever time we are, it has now been drawn. And if you're one of the people that didn't get picked, it was always my intention to send one to all of you. So everyone who put a list down there will get something sent to me. Now obviously there aren't 51 bits there, but I promise you I will be sending out everyone. Please do include a number. And to Elizabeth, I am going to be sending you something you didn't have, and I'm sure you would love it. I'm sure you will. So please send me your address, and it will be well worth your while. So what I'll do is I'll send these packets out, and I will pop like some other little tiny bits in just to say thank you for supporting me. So what is left to say now is send your name, address and choice. So if you put, I'm going to be keeping these names separate, so but please do pop your name there, and number 1 has the first choice, and then we'll go down like that. So put your number that you want or the name of the stamp sets, and I can get those done for you. Right, so now I'm going to put the air conditioner on, cool down, and then start filming the tutorial for the baby album. So just in case you think that I haven't been bothered, well, you probably do think I haven't been bothered, but oh, there's another one. That should have gone in, and that will be summer holiday. So it's all about seaside and whatnot. So yeah, that one will go in. I keep finding everything. I keep stashing things where I shouldn't be. No, I can't find it, but I have all the paperwork, all the card and paper cut to size so that we can just crack on and get this done. Right, so to all my lovely subscribers and to all the people from this time onwards, I'm going to close this now, but you will all get either dies or stamps from me. It's lovely to have had your company, and as I say, send your name and address, and I do promise you I wouldn't let anyone else know your address, and I certainly wouldn't pass it on to anyone. And to be honest, I probably will delete all of your addresses as I send them out, so that I'm not one for keeping and then saying, oh, I got this for you, I've got that. I'm not. If I offer like a prize, then I will ask you to re-email me, because I won't keep them. So, right, well, that was kind of exciting, but you will all get something. If you want to wait around, I'm going to upload this, and then I'm going to do the baby album. Now, I was going to ask, and now I've forgotten the name. I tell you what, this weather is crazy. But look at this great big box. I think it's full. Oh dear. She hasn't been on for ages, and it's kind of made me worry. I can't remember. Darn. Oh. Muriel from Canada. She sent me a lovely card, of which I showed you all, and she also sent me a lovely big tin of maple syrup. Now, I didn't receive that until well after Christmas. It cost her a fortune to ship that. I sent her some bits and pieces, and I haven't heard from her. So if you are watching, Muriel, please get in touch, and then I know you're okay. And send me your address. Right, I will say ta-ta for now, and I will see you shortly. Bye-bye.